Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to health care. For the month of June, we're focusing on the health of the unhoused community in Columbia, specifically folks who stay at the local overnight shelter Room at the Inn. Twice a week outside Room at the Inn, or RATI as it's more commonly known, a local grassroots organization called Como Mobile Aid sets up shop, offering a pop-up thrift store, wound care station, and a large converted van where folks can get all sorts of essentials, from Band-Aids and Tylenol to menstrual pads and shampoo. It was here we met fourth-year medical student Michaela. She's been volunteering with Como Mobile Aid for several years and spoke about what the work has taught her about medicine and care. Here's Michaela.
Have a good one. Hey guys, what can I grab for you?
Can I get some shampoo, conditioner?
I really was looking for something that was more grassroots, kind of direct aid. And so honestly, this exposure and ability to do this has just been really awesome. And now I'm doing family medicine, and so I'm really wanting to do street medicine and work with people who are unhoused and be able to go directly into camps and stuff like that, and just work with them directly as a physician, because there's really like I said, there's no infrastructure. This is the only this and RATI.
Chapstick, ponytails. Can I get?
It's also just a lot of barriers to the healthcare system in general. It's really hard to get a primary care doctor if you have no insurance and have no access and no transportation and no and it's just there's a lot of barriers to walk into a clinic. And I did a lot of work with MedZoo, but even that, I was oh, why don't people just go to MedZoo? And then people were yeah, they don't feel welcome and they don't feel comfortable, and it's also it's hard to get there, and it's all these things. And I was just wow, all these things that I totally didn't know. So yeah, I just love how Comac has been so so low barrier. It's just meeting people where they're at. That's really what I've taken away from a lot of this.
And can I get some triple antibiotic ointment?
Yeah. So in the bag, he's gonna put some cough medicine. I also have this daytime cold and flu. I think. Honestly, like I said, the taking away from it, the meeting people where they're at kind of mentality. That's something that I feel I learned from a lot of the people who are starting and running this. Like I said, Gail, Kat, everybody else that I've really taken with me. I've literally talked about this in an interview, so in a med school or residency interview, but I was just I feel I've really applied that to both my future patient population and also just me as a person. People don't have to show up as the perfect, person to receive help or care from their community. And so really just that mindset and seeing it modeled through everybody has just been the most rewarding and fulfilling thing. And just seeing again, meeting people where you're at, what that means to make friends with people and just accept people for how they show up. And that's given me a lot to reflect upon, both in my professional career and my personal life.
That was fourth-year medical student Michaela speaking about her work with Como Mobile Aid and about how she'll carry the lessons she's learned working with unhoused folks into her medical career. You can hear more about the shelter and from the people staying there now in the A Night at the Inn documentary on kbia.org. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.